going on, guys? It's T off the T here with another episode.
What up?
Davey and Jesse coming at you to talk about CCSD, man. And the governor just the other day lifted some restrictions, and so instead of 50 people, now it's up to 250.
Yep.
And then now I think stadiums can open up as long as they're at like half capacity or whatever capacity they can maintain, and still maintain like social distancing amongst little pods.
Correct.
Of same household areas. So we've moved in together now, so that's why we've ditched the mask and we're in the same cart.
Yep.
So that's how we're rolling today. So we just wanted to let everybody know, so in case the comments start flowing in, like
we've got the mask on. They're on us. They're
yeah.
just not on right now.
Exactly.
Yeah. That was the stipulation. It was like, well, if you guys live together, if you're in the same household, then technically you can be in the cart together. We're like, yeah, sure, yeah. We film together. We have the show together. So close enough.
Togetherness
for sure. So what's the talk with CCSD then? When they're talking about possibly the first of the year,
yes.
January.
So I watch almost every trustee meeting, and they're not looking like they're all on track for everything. But there's rumblings and rumors amongst higher ups that there will be a return after next school year.
Awesome.
Certain teachers have made comments. They're preparing to go back into their classrooms right after Christmas break. So it'd be good because I know my son's struggling to stay focused and like he's growing right now. So he's constantly eating, and he can't eat in his class, right? So he shuts his camera off so the teacher can't see him eating chips, and he mutes his mic. And I'm like, you little snack shack, like, oh man.
Right?
Yeah. And so the daughter's doing great. It's tough.
Nice.
It's sixth grade. It's a transition, number one, from 6 different teachers as opposed to just one. And
sure.
And so I think it probably would have been easier transition for her if it was in person.
Yep.
But so she's struggling a little bit. There's challenges everywhere, man. The teachers are doing great. The administration, obviously not so much. My opinion on them. But
did you see also since March? This is the first time since March that Clark County is below the high record for COVID cases. So now we're in that neutral zone finally. So that's why slowly we're getting back to normal. Slowly more stuff's opening. And let's face it, the distant learning stuff is just not for everyone and every child.
No. And it's not for every teacher either.
Yes.
There's teachers that are struggling just because this isn't their style. They need in-person stuff. They hand make packets for their students. How are you supposed to teach a kindergartner to read over the internet? And reading assignments. You can't give a kindergartner a PowerPoint.
Yep.
They can't even read yet.
Exactly. And here's the proper way to make an A, a B, a C over online. Right? It's like you can only do so much on a digital picture.
It's tough. And don't get me started on these Chromebooks. God, my children have to email me certain things so that I could send it back to them in other formats just so they could submit it. Just because you can't save anything on this thing. There's no memory.
Wow.
And dude, it's nuts.
Nightmare, dude. I mean, thankful to have the Chromebook, but it's not the right tool to have probably in this situation. And the internet, literally everybody's internet connection is just struggling right now because everybody's on the internet from basically 8 or 8:30 in the morning.
We actually had to up our plan.
Yeah.
I know there's also over 45,000 kids that were previously enrolled in CCSD that have not checked in yet this year.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah.
And we're now clearly into October, and people.
That's not the people that have unenrolled, like the people from Summerlin and Henderson that are just going to Challenger and private schools and stuff that are open in person. That is strictly just low-income families and underprivileged children, that 45,000 that aren't getting a lick of education right now.
End of the day, we got to get these kids back in class.
Yes,
for sure.
Absolutely.
Yep. Thanks for checking us out, guys. I got to go tee off real quick, but hey, thanks for checking us out every Monday.
See you.